Good day, this is Håkan from Håkan's Hives and Honey. I was asked to do a spring inspection, so here are some hives that I haven't opened since May. So one of the first things you can do is check the weight, and this one is heavy. You can also check the activity, and if you have an apiary with more than one hive, they should ideally be behaving the same way, otherwise something is wrong with the hive. So let's have a quick look. I generally don't have vented lids, but this side has. And since I'm working with one hand, I'm going to smoke through the holes in the vents instead of lifting the lid and then give them smoke. So let's see what we got. Alright, here's a sign. And we can already now tell the hive is fairly strong because the bees are up in the top box and on top of the hive mat. Of course, they could have all moved up to the top box, and there's not much in the bottom box. So let's have a look. Normally, I smoke as I go when I pull the hive mat off. Obviously, not possible with one hand. And then look for a frame that's easy to take out. You look at the second one in here. There's very little burr, and there's not that many bees, so perfect candidate. Use your hive tool and make space. And the longer between inspections and older the frame, be gentle when you pull it up with a hive tool. Be gentle, otherwise you might veer off the top bar or the bottom bar, and of course you agitate the bees. Yep. So this is a frame I put in last season at replacement for frames I took out for doing recycling of frames. Try to do at least 2 frames a hive a year, but I tend to do more than that. I'm trying to assess here, without going through the entire hive, how many are at the bottom box, if I need to open that one or not. And even if your smoke will go out, there's still the smell of smoke, so it has some effect. And always make space so you don't roll the queen, because this time of year that's the main risk, rolling the queen. And yes, this is looking absolutely gorgeous, and you can see down here perhaps that the bees are also on the bottom box, so they have primarily moved up to the top box, but they're also working the bottom box. You don't need to look for the queen specifically, just look for good brood pattern, no sunken discolored cells, and look for sign of a working queen, so cap brood, wet brood, down to eggs, and we have all of this in this frame, as you can see it. And since we know this hive has space, there is nothing more that really needs to be doing at this point. This hive should be inspected again in around 2 weeks time to see if it's ready for a second box then. So yeah, that's it. And according to my phone, this took less than 5 minutes to do a spring inspection. All the best. you next time.